Yo, 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 give it up. You're listening to Sound Art Radio. Give it up for MC Depresstival here. And me, the artist and academic and hip-hop MC, Dr. Ergo Phizmiz. And we also facilitate workshops. Yeah, give it up for workshops. And this week, thanks to the always wonderful Sound Art Radio, we have been delivering or facilitating. Do you deliver or facilitate?
Facilitate?
Facilitating.
I mean, I suppose we took some stuff, so we delivered.
We did.
Things.
We delivered quite a lot of stuff. We delivered.
In a box.
We delivered
a spinny box.
A magic spinny box. We delivered glockenspiel, a zither. Sound Art delivered a lovely box of percussion. A concertina.
Have we got a concertina?
Yes, the concertina's in the bag with the harmonium, which we also brought.
Is in the adaptation of the Institute.
My concertina, yeah, which was very confusing. It had the same notes stuck.
Surprisingly brilliant adaptation of the Institute.
Yeah, man.
Stephen King.
It's wild. After the workshop, we've been there for the last 3 days. After the workshop, I accidentally left the sound recorder on in our house, and maybe we'll have a listen to some of that a bit later to see if it picked up any spooks or ghosts, any EVPs or anything like that. But what we're also going to listen to today is some lovely backstage bits from our rather lovely time we've had with the frankly astonishing and brilliant residents at Camp Hill
in Buckfastleigh.
Yeah, in Buckfastleigh. There was Martin, who is an extraordinary actor and a brilliant describer and storyteller, to use a much overused words. And there was Darren and Richard and Jen and help me, who else was there? I've said Darren, I've said
Robin,
Richard, I've said there was Robin. Robin's brilliant. They're all brilliant.
Andy, was it?
Andy, yes. And Alice was there. Brilliant sound art Alice, who saved me from a amazing but very predictable disaster of the kind of thing that I do. I deliver very good workshops, but I do sometimes do things like forget to charge things, and I thought I'd forgotten to charge some sound recorders, but it turned out actually they were charging with rechargeable batteries and didn't charge with USB, and I was very confused for a long time, plugging the USB in and it identifying and it not showing up any files. And it is showing up files, but it's not charging, and that's because it took batteries. But Alice, who saw me running between two sound recorders that were perched on a drum, trying to figure out which one is going to last longer, turning them on and off whilst talking, trying to keep picking up recordings of everybody, because every word was gold in these sessions. And then Alice swept in, boom, with a third sound recorder in hand, fully charged. And that is why people like Lottie and I work much better with a producer.
Mm-hmm. If anybody fancies any interventions, then then you provide them, and we try and, well, you know, if you can make us loads of money, you can take a healthy, generous percentage.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
require very few possessions.
Yeah, we're like Marxists, so if
So you know
anyone
what I mean? If anyone
wants to be
come and sort
our
of
agent for our
give us a hand, I'll
our
give you,
prodigious
like,
skills
I don't know,
at many
I'll give-
things,
what's
but
the usual
appalling
rate?
lack at human stuff.
Yeah, really. Like, what's the usual rate for, like, management?
They do like 10%.
10%.
I give
you,
them
like,
25.
Yeah, give them 25.
25%.
30. I don't care.
30% to be our agent.
We're potentially all going to be sort of living in a very different possible ice age type world soon, or something's going to happen. So I just don't care. Do whatever you want. Take all the money and put on a jamboree. Just do something. Thank you. That's my advert for you to come and work for me.
Yeah.
For nothing.
Initially,
but anything you want to take,
exactly,
like,
that we
upfront,
make,
you
can just take it.
30%.
Yeah, and like
30%. I mean,
for sure,
we'll make more money
sure.
than without someone taking 30%.
Yeah, what we have to do at this point in history is reimagine all the institutions and all these kind of ways of doing things. We give our agent 30%. We're brilliant. We do workshops. We do theatre and opera and music. We haven't been very popular in the media. Who haven't been very nice. We haven't been very popular in the media, particularly for the last few years, because we've been talking about the appalling Holocaust in the Gaza Strip, and now that the American government are saying that it is bad what is happening in Gaza. We might start getting offered work again.
I mean, I was never offered work, so I think you might get offered work. I became unpopular way before.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I was already unpopular, but you know, there was like things came in more cultured places that offered me work than the United Kingdom, Britain, and sorry, dear listeners, I'm not a big fan of this island that I was born on.
Oh, you don't have to apologise. If anyone's getting offended by it, then it means that you've got some weird, bizarre, psycho sort of like spirit, personality, parasitic thing where you think that this bit of like sort of fabric that was sort of invented to sort of show how much money various rich people had because of how much dye they could afford. Mm-hmm. You seem to be sort of attaching yourself to this like bit of fabric and like whatever else that means to sort of justify your being, and it's all very confusing. I just wish that everyone would stop doing it. I mean, you didn't all used to do this. This is a new thing. I mean, you've done it before.
Well,
one has, not me, I would never, but sort of one as in a sort of one group of people who all tend to have the same idea pumped into their heads.
Yeah. We were talking with a friend who was from Sierra Leone the other day about the phenomenon of the weird English patriotism that, it's okay that I find it weird. It's okay that I don't understand.
I find it weird.
Everyone's different. But he said that, this person who has been all over the world, worked all over the world in grand theatres and things like that, said that he just doesn't understand. And he's never seen a place where the people have this weird, like, pride in the idea of the bit of land that they were born on. But it's, I guess it's part of the island mentality. Yeah. But it didn't feel like this at Camp Hill the last 2 days, did it? With our marvelous new friends. And what did we do at Camp Hill? And what are you going to hear on Sound Art Radio this Sunday, the summer solstice, at 9:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. You are going to hear the production of the Camp Hill cool guys, and facilitated with Lottie and me and Alice and some people who work at Camp Hill. You're going to hear you're going to hear Summer Christmas. With an exclamation mark. Summer Christmas. And let me tell you all about Summer Christmas. Well, dear listeners, don't you think it's strange that we live in the Augustan calendar, and that is because Caesar Augustus decided to break up the year into particular things, and I guess it's changed and so on since then. We have these days of the week, and we split everything into these names and these categories. But the reality is that we are on a great big ball in Spios, which is hurtling through space amidst this weird, massive cosmic structure called the solar system and the Milky Way and all of this. When you think of it that way, the notion of paying taxes and so on, or rent becomes quite strange.
Or for food. Food grows in manure, and there's plenty of manure. I'm sure everything seems to be covered in it, so why are we paying for food?
Yeah. I've always objected, not objected, but I've never understood things like table manners. Things like you don't put your elbows on the table. All these weird social...
They're just like colonial or aristocratic sort of things.
All of these things ultimately will go back to people who were kings.
I wonder, does it come from the French?
And in an earlier context, that means politicians. Politicians, basically. And we shouldn't be framing our reality around the ideas of old kings, because in general you tend to find
a lot of inbreeding.
Well, there is that, but the leaders and the politicians and the kings, they do not tend now be on houses of parliament and whatnot. You don't look at them and think, wow, at least until you find out that they're Masons. You don't think, wow, what cool guys they are. When you look at the front benches of either political party, you don't think, wow, these elegant, cool, refined guys. If you look at the kings of old in royal paintings, they are ugly, man. They got Habsburg lips like McDonald's got beef.
I think if Just Stop Oil are going to do the oil paint the, throwing the paint at the oil painting, was it because it was made of oil? Isn't it linseed oil? It's like different, isn't it? But anyway, I was also just very annoyed that it wasn't conceptually coherent, and the Andy Warhol one is obviously the obvious thing, or to throw the suit next to the painting. But anyway, if they want to get back to doing the painting thing, they should go for all these guys. They're terrible.
They did.
No one cares about them anyway. It would make it a much better.
They are dreadful paintings.
They're just very boring. I kind of hate the National Portrait Gallery.
The paintings of old colonial guys that are hanging.
It's just like looking at them makes me feel like my eyes are bleeding.
Yeah, I have always been very against and have spoken out about the stupidity of attacking art as part of any kind of protest. Because who attacks art, darling, historically? Nazis. But...
Yeah, I love all those. What is it? The photos of him of Hitler looking
at
at
the
looking at who's he looking
exhibition. There's a picture of Hitler laughing at a coach fitters.
All right, well.
This is terrible art.
I mean, the thing
I've
is,
seen your painting of a dog, Adolf.
I mean, the thing is,
It's not good.
I've heard a lot of people.
It's not good.
In this country, heard a lot of people in this country, and obviously everywhere else, like, you know, saying things that Adolf Hitler has said about,
lots
about,
lots
like,
recently.
sort of art and philosophy and the humanities and whether or not you should commit the sin of empathy and all that sort of stuff. So it kind of makes me think about the whole of the society as, like, if given the opportunity, with the people who are saying the same things as, like, Ben Gvir, or, like, I don't know, this, like, and you know how Stalinist the society is.
But
as well.
you know, now Tucker Carlson said it. We were talking about Ben Gvir the last few weeks,
and you know,
and now Tucker
individual.
Carlson put it in an interview with Piers Morgan. How mainstream can you get? So we do not need to be coy about the big,
I'm not gonna like
fat, offensive, psychopathic,
we got to protect
rape
Ben Gvir.
celebrating Ben Gvir,
like, you know what I mean? I'm
the
sure
disgusting, slothful,
he's
grotesque.
disgusting. I've never seen him with his mouth open.
No,
he's
aberration of a human being.
Utterly disgusting.
That is Itamar Ben Gvir.
Oh, he's awful. But just the thing.
Don't have a beer with Ben Gvir. You'll end up dead.
The thing about all
you
this,
heard
like,
it here.
all this kind of thing of saying, oh no, don't criticise these guys who are basically just advocating for murder constantly, screaming, screaming "I am Israel" into some people who've just been like sort of kidnapped in international wars and then put on a makeshift torture boat where all of everybody, like lots and lots of people were raped, and so like he's screaming in these people's faces, screaming "I am Israel," which is, I mean, I'm supposed to support him, am I? But also, if I criticise him and say that, look, I think he's I mean, I can't say it on the radio, but say that if I think, you know, I'm allowed to criticise his personality. He is a terrible... I mean, I haven't even got any words.
Well,
you know, the man is just violence embodied.
Said...
You're telling me that I've got to criticise, that I'm not allowed to... that I've got to support somebody who is, like, advocating rape as a person who, you know, I've been a victim of that many times. Like, what? I mean, not like what happened to me aside. Like, I mean, what? Like, what? I'm supposed to support that? Are you kidding me? Like, it's offensive.
Yes.
Personal level.
Of course it is.
Deeply offensive.
But what Tucker Carlson said in this interview with Piers Morgan, which is like as mainstream as it gets now. So clearly the narrative has changed and lots of people are about to pretend that they've spent the last 3 years going, oh, isn't it terrible? When actually they've been doing things like falling out with family members. I now have very few members of my family speak to me.
Not that we've been falling out with family members, as in other people have turned up when we've been, like, I don't know, say in the middle of a workshop and then started accusing us of being an extremist.
Sympathisers.
Which is strange, isn't it? Because I was
quite strange.
Quite recently I was like, I don't know, my personality
well, we've been
is
watching
such that I've been
a Holocaust
into joining...
for 3 years.
Yeah, but also my personality is such...
Interesting.
I've always thought about, like, I would really like to go into the Quakers. Like, that's kind of like where I'm at as a person. Like, do you really think that sounds like I'm going to be... Also, I'm like officially diagnosed, baby, with like agoraphobia and social phobia. Yeah. So does that sound like I'm going to go out doing anything in the public space?
But also now that Tucker Carlson and Piers Morgan are openly talking about it, would be a pretty good time to say that my dear listeners, unbelievable as it may sound, my parents have been propagating the rumour that my my interest in what's in the open-air Holocaust that's been going on in the Gaza Strip. I'm a historian amongst many other things, so I'm aware of the mechanisms of when terrible things are happening. And he didn't really need to be very versed in history to see what was happening when these people said, we are fighting human animals. So, well, that language sounds familiar. But no, so some people choose to turn a blind eye to it. And my family, despite my...
we're going to go into hell because you're going to remote view your family at this point.
Yeah, despite my... myriad achievements in life, of which admittedly there are many, including recently completing a PhD.
Without qualifications.
Without any prior qualifications. And also, glad to tell you, my novel, The Continued Success of the Dirigible in 1948, is being published by the wonderful Florida-based Frolic Press in 2027. I haven't finished writing it yet, but I'm going to read bits of it to you on this show. There's guinea pigs that are attacking each other. But anyway, what I was going to say is that my family have been propagating the rumour because, I'm one of those autistic people, that I'm mad, that I'm having a breakdown and all this. Which would be a very, very long breakdown to be having. But no, what I discovered is that contrary to the majority of my family, I have basic ethics. And I've been shocked the last 3 years, frankly, by how many people have been willing to turn a blind eye to a Holocaust. But here we are now. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about this week. No. Because we have been working, as I said, with what's the wonderful we use a term in the radio play, the cool independent thinking guys at Camp Hill. You can hear Summer Christmas this Sunday 9:30, repeated at 4:30, the summer solstice, also known forever on now as Summer Christmas. And haven't we had some great summer Christmas parties the last few days? And we've got all sorts of summer Christmas artwork.
I should probably explain the whole concept behind summer Christmas, really.
Well, you should.
It's not just it's part of an ongoing wider project that I've been thinking about for a while. Shall we get back to it?
Well, the origins of summer Christmas are many and myriad. As I was saying earlier, because we're on a ball in space and everything else, like the days of the week and the months of the year, are artificial constructs, then we should be able to have things like Christmas when we damn well like.
Absolutely.
And when I was a child, I really loved Christmas because suddenly we had shiny things and things with bows and flashing lights and so on, and I love that kind of thing.
I liked it,
but I was always like, why can't we always have flashing lights and sparkly things?
Times, and then after that, I don't know. I always liked seeing people. Turns out most of them hate me, but now I actually, as we got further and further into the kind of like post sort of neoliberal corporate-y everything thing, I just sort of felt like it's been corporations screaming in my face for years and years and years, and I can't really deal with it anymore. And then I've kind of become more sort of attached to the kind of idea of sort of maybe mysticism being the natural way, and that is actually some sort of physical manifestation of you kind of being on the planet. How every, I don't know, spiders use the electromagnetic grid to get about the planet. I'm sure we got something similar that we don't know anything about, but humans are really arrogant, and that's what tends to get funding. So, you really just don't know anything. There might be something that we, you know, we might all have like super smell and we don't realise it, and that's how we know the belly of the earth, and then that invokes a ritual. So I started kind of more thinking about the kind of space Catholic, like Ken Russell thing with the Christmas, and just sort of the constant bullying from people who say that they're, oh, I'm really into, yes, oh yes, I'm a Christian and stuff, and then you're like filled with hate. All you want to do is hate, and it's kind of like, well, the actual kind of message of it is obviously really good, but you know, it might have been a real bloke, and he might have been an alien. So you know what I mean? It's kind of starting to look pretty like the space Catholicism thing. It sort of explains a lot, really.
I have to be.
That he's an alien. I mean, he kind of looks like the sort of like hot human alien things, guys, doesn't he? Who I will say at this point with the aliens,
he's got a lovely wardrobe.
They keep calling them. I've
seen loads of pictures of him. He's got loads of different.
This isn't about Jesus. It's about the aliens. But this thing about the Nordics, right? That is not right. No. That's just like human white supremacy. There.
Always
it's just that you happen to have met some blonde guy aliens, and you're saying that applies to all of them because you've all got these weird underlying sort of like Aryan Superman sort of like.
But if they live on a ball
fantasies, but the fact
with
is,
an equator,
with an equator,
there's going to be all different. We've got people, all different shades of your skin.
There will be people like listening to this who do think this thing is with the Nordic thing. No, because like, you know what I mean. People seem there's like the magic sort of bowl haircut, like space children. And no one ever talks about them.
But the grey aliens on their
planet. And there's like the sort of.
If they live on land, does that mean there's like grey aliens and sort of dark grey aliens?
I think with the lizard guys.
And like really pale aliens who are like the violent supremacist ones.
No, there's no ideology in space.
I'm being flippant.
It's only resource wars on the planet.
Not if you don't, if you ask Jason Giorgiani,
you know
Space Margaret Thatcher, there's loads of ideologies.
Because the other thing is, even if
him and his Rolneck been everywhere recently.
But even if you think that all this stuff is nonsense, right? We used to exist in a world.
They're all going to go to the show.
We used to exist in a world where people wrote about ideas. People wrote about stuff that was happening in politics, i.e., I don't know, Stalinism. And they had to write science fiction as like a way of being able to talk about sort of political and like oppression and philosophy and stuff like that. And we used to exist in this world where you had lots of people who used this concept called metaphor and allegory, and they could use sort of like stories about like, I don't know, like Aesop's fables, you know, the tortoise and the hare, like. And now people say, "Oh, what are you doing? You're doing stuff about. You're talking about like science, like stuff about alien species and everything like that." And now it seems to be that people will call you crazy if you talk about a particular subject in terms of making work about it. And we've had this weird sort of reaction to us. What we've been doing from people that we know, I don't know anyone, but anymore. But your lot have been reacting to your work as if it's like ooh, but actually all we've been doing is actually making sort of stuff about like science fiction, stuff about philosophical thought ideas, stuff about. All I've been talking about has been things that everyone used to be okay with in the 90s and 2000s. You know, everyone was against the Iraq War before. What's going on now? That you used to be fine with sort of stuff. I mean, all we've ever really covered on this sort of thing is current stuff. But
it's okay because in a couple of weeks' time, they're all going to say, "Oh yeah, I always thought it was terrible.
Oh yeah,
I was on the marches. No, you weren't." And
to be fair,
a large percent of people all over the world spent the last few years apologising for the most documented genocide in history. I don't think God's going to forgive you for that, frankly. And even Tucker Carlson was saying that. There's no going back for you people. If you spent the last 3 years apologising or ridiculing and outcasting and shunning people who have been vocally opposing the most documented genocide in history, then you're doomed. You're going to hell. There's no coming back for you. There is no redemption for you, because that is a unique situation that's never happened before.
Really
and shame on you. And I feel great saying that. Now, because people who are so dumb as to not believe stuff until it's written in one of the compromised newspapers. But now Tucker Carlson and Piers Morgan are saying it. Then everyone is going to have to shift gear finally. And that is what I was going to say. What Tucker Carlson said about the lovely, charming, beautiful, big, fat Itamar Ben-Gvir. That Tucker Carlson he does love his wife.
He loves his wife.
In a conversation with Piers Morgan, said that they have never seen
him with his mouth
of
shut?
Of all the Nazis in history, in name or behaviour, he has never seen one so proud of it, so outspoken about it, so unapologetic about it, as big, evil, revolting, grotesque, fat
and apparently
Ben-Gvir.
Gen Z really love him. He's really popular with young people.
Some young people.
No,
maybe.
but what is this thing?
In Israel, you mean?
In Israel. What is this thing with
It's the reason people are tricked by people, Farage and Trump. He does it his own way.
But why? All these guys they're hideous. They can't keep their mouths shut.
No, Ben-Gvir's never ever
I've never
closed
seen him with his mouth shut.
No, it has never happened.
He's a disgusting person, and I am also disgusted that anyone would think that I would ever do anything to support that guy. Of course not.
No.
Of course not.
No. So,
anyone who thinks that it's okay to ask friends of theirs to be all right about that bloke's behaviour is sort of saying to anyone who's ever experienced sexualised violence that you know what you it's saying to anyone who's ever been a victim of that you
and
I know so many people who've been victims of it. So many people, and we're supposed to just sort of take it that this is the society that we have it. No, I've never even got an apology. I didn't even get to make a statement. I wasn't even allowed to make a statement. The police were like, "Oh no, sorry, we can't. We can't get around to it. We've got other cases that are a lot more important than yours, even though I got beaten up." You know what I mean? So just. Wow, it's just legal in this country to sexually assault people.
Well, there is interestingly a large
this recent thing.
Well, in fact, nowadays
blokes.
I believe as far as I know that the current practice in the British police force is to use Israel Defence Force tactics, which means that your local village Bobby is being taught not just the behaviour of law enforcement, but also ethics and legality by horrendous child murdering guys with top knots.
Yeah. Really?
And is that what people you want? Don't you want the local village Bobby back? You reform type people, reform type people who want Britain back. Well, what about the village Bobby rather than an IDF psycho? And wouldn't it be nice to live in a country where they didn't let boys off with rape just because they're rich and white?
Yeah, that would be nice. You know what I mean? This whole you're expected to just sort of keep your mouth shut. And you're told, like, oh, you're being if you criticise anything about the prevalent system. But I mean, at this point, the prevalent system has screwed up my life so much.
Yeah.
That it's just sort of like.
But not just your life, many people's lives.
I know, but I'm talking about it from a purely practical point of view, which is like, I think that, like, yeah, okay, all the ethics and everything aside, but you know, these people are psychopaths.
The prevalent system is a law-breaking system.
The prevalent system is a mafia system, But I mean, just from a personal sort of like interpersonal perspective between me and whichever bureaucrat I'm dealing with at the time, it's like the thing I keep having to say is, now, imagine you're me. Would you take this? And then they kind of go quiet, and it's sort of like, it's ridiculous. I literally haven't got the energy to deal with this anymore. I'm like talking from a purely functional perspective. I can't continue being screwed over by various bureaucratic systems. I like literally haven't got the energy to do it anymore. So I don't know what that means for me. Am I going to go into prison?
Yeah, maybe.
Are they going to make like sort of like? Oh, they're probably going to bring back stocks, aren't they? Really. What I was thinking, maybe what we could do is I could go out in the street in front of like whatever government building it is that they want, or like, you know, reform headquarters, whoever it is that hates disabled people at the moment, and I'll just like flog myself for a bit, just get it over with.
Yeah, great.
Get it over with, or just get all the flogging out of the way now, and then we can all just move on. I mean, I don't care, I'm not even really supposed to be like on the planet, but
starts to feel that way, yeah. Not in a, you know, that kind of way.
No, not in that kind of way. I'm not going to do that. I mean, like, I used to.
I loved the life.
I used to be that.
I loved the life.
Yes, I do
Even
have.
though there's so many horrible people.
Clinical depression, but I'm
life.
Staying alive out of spite, so I don't try anything. Well. Anyone who's thinking about it. That was a disclaimer.
That was a disclaimer. Upstairs. And so while we are still on the horrible things in the world, before we get onto the amazing guys of Camp Hill and Summer Christmas and the behind the scenes of Summer Christmas, I wanted to just talk about the activities this week of, as well as he's been doing a thing called Heretic or something as well, apparently.
Has he?
He's a real numpty.
What is his, I don't really get what his problem is. He looks really, I don't know, he's so
pasty,
he needs to get a hobby. I think he stays indoors a lot.
Yeah, and you can say that he's a cannibal because it's in the Epstein files,
and
they're just all still walking around.
Like,
why you all think, why what?
Even if he wasn't into that specific...
Why isn't everyone talking about this?
But the thing is, like, even if he wasn't into that specific... It's called a... like something disorder. Even if he wasn't into, then it's to do with like sort of abuse. Even if he wasn't into that specific one, he does it on a global level anyway, by like, you know, being the guy that is responsible for killing everyone through the medical thing. So, you know, he's killed loads of people anyway.
He's a mass murderer.
So, like, you know, either way, the guy is doing it.
But who are we talking about, dear listener? Do you know? It's paedophile.
Yeah, paedophile.
Yeah? Paedophile, who, Mr. Palantir, paedophile.
He does kill children through his policies, so...
He's had a... there's been a hack, and like literally this thing that they call the deep state, it's been revealed what it is.
Isn't it just corporations? It's like heads of corporations.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, but I wanted to read the names. You want to play bass?
Yeah, alright. I was just
Lottie's going to play bass while I read the names
of some of the corporations. Just quickly give me a good look at it.
Well, I'm going to read the full list of names.
Right, okay. I think I've just had an inkling of the weird sort of NLP thing that's gone on in the media.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all these corporations, they used to be what we would talk about boycotting and stuff like, you know, the Naomi Klein ad blocking movement, you know, that like Adbusters magazine, and the whole thing where the skateboarding community were trying to stop involved in like taking it over because it was corporate and everything, like throughout the 90s. And then all of that kind of public sort of like, no, we don't trust you because, like, you know, everyone used to hate Nestle. And now that has been rebranded to be called the deep state conspiracy, whereas previously people were just calling it boycotting corporations, weren't they? So I think it's been tried, deliberately repackaged as you're being paranoid. Like, no one would do that because we're such a really, like, everybody's so rational. No one would ever do that. Why would Nestle do anything bad?
Exactly.
What are you talking about? I mean, did you see the thing, what was it? Oh, yeah, when Henry Kissinger died, and somebody on the internet, I saw somebody say, oh, what has Kissinger done now? Or what do the woke not like him? It's like, all right, okay, people have really forgotten quite a lot of things, haven't they?
But also, we have lived in propaganda. You know, we're not the media. When Kissinger died, didn't refer to him as genocidal maniac Henry Kissinger. They referred to him as American statesman Henry Kissinger. So it just depends where you're from, whether you're a statesman or a genocidal maniac. But would you like to hear the list of paedophiles' secret society while Lottie plays the bass?
I've never played the bass before.
Yeah, play the bass, man. And it's called the Dialogue Society, which is paedophiles' secret society who all meet up and they plot all the world wars and everything. It's not conspiracy theory, it's published in Wired, it's real. The first person you may not have heard of on the list, a fellow who goes by the name of Astro Teller. Have you heard of him, Lottie?
Is it like a psychic?
Astro Teller is not Mystic Meg. You may think it is, but no. Astro Teller is apparently a theoretical physicist. A brief look through his Wikipedia will reveal him to be the grandson of Edward Teller, inventor of the hydrogen bomb.
Oh,
isn't that nice?
That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's
I wonder
nice.
what they do. What do they give each other in, like?
In the secret society. I don't
No,
know.
I mean that family at Christmas. What do they do for Christmas? Do they like? When they're doing like, you know,
nuclear bomb family.
Well, when they're doing
what
like
do they
gifts,
do for
like
Christmas?
with like the crackers,
Or
do they put bits of like depleted uranium?
Yeah,
in
they
it?
do. They have nuclear crackers for a laugh.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
yeah,
minute!
they do.
I know why all these people are insane. Because they all work with radioactive materials all the time and take a lot of cocaine and eat loads and loads of meat of sort of normative origin and other sort of less.
He looks Astro Teller, whose real name is Eric Teller, looks like an aging microbrewery guy, doesn't
Right.
he? Yeah. So that's the first name on paedophiles' list of the secret dialogue group who apparently run Western society. The next name on the list is man of the moment, head of Palantir, the Founders Film, PayPal Dialogue, paedophile. Then Nick Thompson, the former editor-in-chief of Wired magazine, incidentally, who brought the story.
Not Wire.
No, not the Wire magazine, unfortunately. Wouldn't that have been brilliant? Wouldn't that be brilliant?
It would be pretty funny if...
Yeah. John Townsend, author, Boundaries, no idea what that is. Tom Tugendhat, who is a member of Parliament in the United Kingdom. Tim Urban, writer and illustrator, Wait But Why, author, What's Our Problem? Rick Warren, author, The Purpose-Driven... So it's loads of like self-help book writers. Strauss Zelnick, chairman and CEO, Take-Two Interactive Software. Shivon Zilis, the director at Neuralink. Brian Johnson, founder and CEO, Colonel Blueprint. Kaja Kallas, Vice President, European Commission, the former Prime Minister of Estonia. Gova Kapadia, founder and CEO, XN. Karen Carniel-Tambor, the CIO of Bridgewater Associates. Gary Kasparov, the chess champion. Neil Katyal, partner, Milbank. Supreme Court practice leader Shahid Khan Abbasi, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Ezra Klein, opinion columnist for the New York Times, Tara Conner, the Digital Minister of Japan and Japan's former Defense Minister, Henry Kravis, co-founder of Kohlberg, Kravis and Roberts, sounds like a cracker company, Jared Kushner, the founder of Affinity Partners, but he's like famous, isn't he? Everyone talks about him. Oh, he's a famous right-winger. Oh, surprise, surprise. Jason Kwon, the Chief Strategy Officer of OpenAI. The Chairman and Vice President of the Federalist Society, Leonard Leo. The President of Stanford University, John Levin. The founder of something called Airtable, Howie Liu. The co-founder of Palantir, everyone's favourite and most trustworthy company, Joe Lonsdale. The founding and managing partner of Ribbit Capital, Mickey Malka. Founder and CEO of McChrystal Group, Stan McChrystal. I'm just thinking, it's really a big coincidence that the NHS is being sold to Palantir, isn't it? The CEO of YouTube, Neil Mohan. The Deputy Attorney General.
Is it so they can find out what sort of drone they can use to shoot us in which bit of the body?
Apparently, yeah. They literally sit together and plan the world wars and things. And apparently, one of the main fulcrums that's brought all this down is Tucker Carlson realised he was being lied to and played, and hopefully he'll learn not to be a racist as well.
I mean, it's all very complicated, isn't it? I mean, it could be really, really simple, It could be really, really easy, guys. You just got to, stop sort of, supporting anything that kills anything.
Then we have a former...
what the best thing to do is to, stand in more or less the same place and, sort of walk around a bit, take some time out, find ways of growing all the food in the community in bags filled with soil in the public space, and then everyone could please stop going to work. Please. Yep. None of you will let me in the work. So can't you, you've either got to, make it accessible or sort of stop doing it altogether.
Yep. So next in the wonderful list, bass guitar, please, Lottie.
Oh, right. I can't really hear the bottom part of it because...
That's fine. Play the high strings.
But I don't like the sound of them in isolation.
Oh, I like them. Yeah, that's good. That's great.
I don't know.
Be inspired.
It's a different shape.
But be inspired by the subject matter, which is paedophiles' amazing secret society, i.e. the thing people have been calling the deep state, which apparently runs the world, and they all get together and plan all the wars and everything.
But the thing is, it's not... I mean, it is basically just loads of people who work for Shell and CEOs.
Well, let's find out. Next we have Lisa Monaco.
Isn't it just sort of people who run companies? It's kind of I don't know why anyone was thinking it was any other thing. It's
no, everybody knew it was going to be that, but they didn't know what the organisation was and where the organisation was and who the members of the organisation were. And now we do know, and everything's going to get very, very interesting.
I recognise most of those people as people who are sort of professionally really unpleasant for a living. So I know about at least I'd say sort of a little under about a quarter of all of them over the list I've heard of, and I already thought they were terrible people. So obviously they're all hanging out and go sort of taking really terrible overpriced drugs that don't even have the drug in them anymore, and are mostly just there to sort of signal things to other people also taking the drugs that have nothing in them anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, for what they're getting, they could go and sort of get some dental treatment, and it would be probably a more pleasant experience and more effective.
Yeah. I'm going to put on, while I continue the list, I'm going to do the next bit to some AI reggae. And you can still.
I draw the line.
Okay, here we go. Where was I? Is it gonna come on? Yeah. Where was I? Lisa Monaco, Deputy Attorney General.
What if we find someone we know on there?
Oh, it'll be amazing.
What are we gonna do?
Give them a call.
I'm scared.
Where's Moore, Governor State of Maryland? Oh, everyone's favourite. Elon Musk, founder CEO SpaceX, co-founder and CEO Tesla Motors. Demet Muccio, founder and CEO Tendai Group. Vanna Rasnahim, CEO Novartis. Grover Norquist, President Americans for Tax Reform. Mike Novogratz, CEO Galaxy Digital. Former CIO Fortress Investment Group. Jim O'Neill, nominee for Deputy Secretary, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Co-founder TIL Fellowship. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the producer of La La Land.
Oh, amazing.
And The Greatest Showman.
Well, first we got to do Phizmiz+Lottie, founder and CEO Social Capital LP, co-owner Golden State Warriors. Benj Bazek, who is
the songwriter and producer of La La
Land, The Greatest Showman, Dear Evan Hansen, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony winner.
I mean, I've got one of his songs lodged in my head through.
That song.
One of your kids singing it all the time, and I didn't even know what it was. So obviously he's.
And now we know he runs the world.
And now I know that he's really good at advertising, because that's basically all this is lots of people advertising certain things at people so they buy the product.
But it's like guys who write musicals. And new age book writers. The next one is Daniel Pink, author Drive to Sell is Human, The Power of Regret, former chief speechwriter for Vice President Al Gore. Stephen Pinker, professor, Harvard University, author, Enlightenment Now, The Better Angels of Our Nature. This would seem to insist that all the new age stuff is made by fascists,
I knew it, right?
Taughtless people, time to start thinking.
This is probably out of all that sort of like exegesis movement, the weird cult stuff, the business sort of self-improvement cult stuff that came about in like the 70s. Like, my mother ended up working there for a bit on like this telesales stuff, and then all the people who kept like making them do affirmation-y sort of sales meditation things had to go on training, so she suddenly managed to sell loads more because they didn't keep getting everyone to get up and cheer and say, "We are one," or whatever it was. And then
we are one.
And then because she managed to sell loads of stuff, she had to go to they took her to the Dorchester with Nicolas Cage.
Nicholas
Parsons.
It's amazing
Mike and Sally
that
Oldfield.
she went to the Dorchester
with
Nicholas Parsons
and it was
and Mike Oldfield
and Sally
Oldfield.
And that other bloke who's got the same name as the guy who did Death in Venice.
Did you tell Goody Pal that information that your mother went to the Dorchester with Mike Oldfield?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, goodness gracious.
What's the bloke who's got the same name as the director? Is it
Fassbinder?
No, wait.
No.
Is who did Death in Venice?
Visconti.
Is there another Visconti? I can't remember.
It might be a biscuit.
Is it like Tony Visconti?
Tony Visconti, yeah.
Oh right, but is he in a cult?
I don't know who he is.
Is he the director?
I know. The other one.
What does he do? I can't remember.
He did Death in Venice.
But what's the other one? What does he do?
What, the other Visconti? I don't know.
Well, anyway,
I'll ask the internet.
He took her to the Dorchester.
Tony Visconti, Nicholas Parsons, Mike Oldfield, and Sally Oldfield. Oh yeah, because
they were to the Dorchester.
Oh, he's a record producer, a musician, and singer. He was the producer of T-Rex.
Right. Well, anyway, but that was before the Mr. Jolly Lived Next Door took Nicholas Parsons to the Dorchester.
Right.
So Julie did it first.
Right. Well, that's amazing.
Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, that is amazing. Where were we on this list? Oh, yeah. Jared Polis, Governor, State of Colorado. Jonathan Ross, not that Jonathan Ross, founder and CEO Grok. Robert Rubin, former Secretary U.S. Treasury. Gretchen Rubin, host. Happier with another New Age thing. The Happiness Project. Better than before. The fuck people are top nest. You gotta stop reading this New Age stuff. It's all made by these psychos. Sheikh Nawaf Saud, I'm not gonna rap that. Sheikh Nawaf Saud Nasir Al Sabah, CEO Kuwait Petroleum Corporation. Will Schaff, co-founder and CTO Oscar Health. Mario Schlosser, staff secretary and assistant to the president, U.S. White House. Eric Schmidt, founder, Schmidt Futures. Dan Schulman, former president and CEO PayPal. It's all the PayPal guys, of course.
Yeah.
Drew Scott, co-founder, Scott Brothers Global. Kim Scott, author.
Oh, no.
Radical Candor.
Right,
Radical Candor.
Is that the name of a book?
I'm guessing so.
Oh.
Give it up for the Radical Candor.
I think this all came out of Burning Man, I reckon.
Oh, for sure.
All of this
It's a
came out
lot of Burning Man idiots.
It's like post-Silicon Valley boom thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, definitely. It's got to be that. Because it's all the meta guys and everything.
Yeah. Pete Shadbolt, founder and chief science officer, Psi Quantum. Ali Siddiqui, board chair on Zero, former ambassador of Pakistan to the US. Barry Silver, founder and CEO, Digital Currency Group. And Marie Slaughter.
At least it's like on brand, I guess.
Anne-Marie Slaughter, CEO New America, Professor Princeton, former Director of Policy Planning, U.S. Department of State. Charlie Songhurst, Board Director, Meta, former Head of Corporate Strategy. Microsoft, Jens Spahn, Member of Parliament, German Bundestag, former Federal Ministry of Health, Germany. Scott Stevenson, Chairman, President and CEO, Verisk Analytics. Yeah. Give it up for the dialogue group. Give it up for the dialogue group. Yeah. Give it up for the dialogue group.
What do they do? Do they like
They plan all the wars and they arrange for everyone to be killed and put in financial destitution.
Well, I mean, they're obviously doing a really good job.
Yeah. Imad Akhund, founder and CEO Mercury. Turki Al Faisal Al Saud, founder King Faisal Foundation, former Minister of Intelligence. Saudi Arabia, Rima Al Saud, Ambassador of Saudi Arabia to the US. John Arnold, co-chair, Arnold Ventures, former founder Centaurus Advisors. Susan Athey, professor, Stanford Graduate School of Business, former chief economist, Antitrust Division, US Department of Justice. Peter Attia, physician, Attia Medical, author, outlive. Scott Belsky, partner, A24 Films. Former chief strategy officer. They always seemed a bit shifty to me.
Yeah, I don't know, it's like really, I just feel like it's like real, I don't know, not like that they're killers or anything, but I just feel like they're trying to sell me
There's some weird ideology.
There's some weird ideology, and like most of the films, they kind of suck, really. I mean, all this like elevated horror
I didn't
stuff
like that Ari Aster wanted to graphically kill Tadzio.
Yeah, I mean I think that's pretty. It shows quite a lot about the way he thinks that he's killing off the boy from Death in Venice. It's very strange. Anyway.
Yeah. John Arnold, co-chair Arnold Bonner. Did I already do him? I don't know. Where did I get up to? Whoa! Okay, I'm going to go from John Arnold Ventures, former founder Centaurus Advisor Susan Athey, professor, Stanford graduate. There's a lot of them at Stanford, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do postdoc there.
You know, it's nice weather, isn't it? So
yeah, exactly.
People want to live there.
Yeah. Peter Addy, a physician, Addy, a medical author, outlive. That's where I got up to, because I said another New Age book.
Well, also, if it's Stanford, it's because that's near all the Silicon Valley stuff, isn't it? So if all these, a lot of these guys are from that.
But I didn't, actually where I stopped is Scott Belsky, partner, A24 Films, former chief strategy officer and chief product officer, Adobe.
Oh, that's why.
That's why Premier doesn't work. Yeah, that's why it went to subscription.
See. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Nicholas Bergman, founder and president, Berger and Holding, Scott Percent, Secretary, U.S. Treasury.
If it's that means there's an entire sort of ideology in their workplace, which means that's why the guy started crying when I was telling him that their software was terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
it's like telling a microbrewery guy that he's pretentious.
He got really upset. He was like, "Look, we're all trying," and then I got all these other film people that I knew to also say what was wrong with Adobe. Oh, there is so much wrong with Adobe.
Oh, there's so much wrong, and now we know why.
Because he's hanging out with these guys who are into the subscription model for everything. So these are the faces of planned obsolescence.
Preet Bharara, former U.S. Attorney, New York Southern District. Elizabeth Blackburn, former president of Salk Institute for Biomedical Studies and Nobel Prize winner. Sarah Bourne, president of Xbox and Microsoft. Cory Booker, Senator, New Jersey and U.S. Senate. Rachel Brand, Chief Legal Officer, Corporate Secretary, Walmart. Scooter Brown, CEO, Hyper. Who is this guy who calls himself Scooter? Yeah, are you telling me that
are you for real? Is it please? Oh, please.
He calls himself Scooter. Please. His real name is Scott.
Oh, he's not. Is he?
He was the manager of Justin Bieber. Oh dear. Move on from that guy.
That.
No. Pete Briger, principal and chairman of the board, Fortress Investment Group. Greg Brockman, co-founder and president, OpenAI. Manuel Bornstein, chief product officer, Roblox. Peter Brown, CEO, Renaissance Technologies. Thunder Brown Duckett, president and CEO, TIAA. Sophia Bush, actress, One Tree Hill. That's a strange one. What is One Tree Hill?
It's some American sort of really boring drama thing.
Whoa.
About sort of young adult relationships and sort of...
oh, she's the wife of Scooter Brown then. Wow, look. No, that's a footballer.
Is she also an actor?
No, I mean...
actor footballer.
She doesn't, but she looks
wow,
lovely.
That's amazing.
Sophia Brown, the footballer, looks like a nice person.
Yeah, I'd quite like to watch women's football, really. I think it has a different...
oh, no, it's not. Sort of... it's Sophia Brown. That woman, she is part of paedophiles' secret loving group. Come on. Give it up.
She might not.
Oh no, she's not. No, she's called Sophia Bush.
Yeah.
Now that's an interesting name to have in there. I was gonna say she looked nice. Sophia Bush, American actress. She starred as Brooke Davis in the teen drama series One Tree Hill. John Tucker Must Die, The Hitcher, The Narrow, Shelley Gale Marshall, and The Incredibles 2. Including her work for the Time's Up movement and DoSomething.org, and she's part of Pedophiles' evil network. Come on, give it up for Pedophiles' evil
network. A lot of people might
network.
not really know what is going on.
If they're part of these 113
I don't know,
people,
you never know, maybe they just talk to me on Zoom.
You can't.
We don't.
No, they all meet for dinner.
Right. Well, I mean, it's all really dodgy. I think the thing is, like, people kind of like talking about it as if it's like a conspiracy, but it's just basically rich people are awful.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not a conspiracy. Rich people
are. Whoa. Hold the phone.
Do we have to stop?
What? No. Because I'm nearly at the end of this damn list.
You know what I mean? Rich people think that by making everyone think it's a conspiracy, that it's blah blah blah, it does anything to distract from the fact that it's just the rich people are awful. Humans as a whole are pretty awful. They've done a lot of killing. Their entire society runs on blood. Sometimes it happens individually. When groups of humans get together, if they're that way inclined, they will create a conspiracy to kill loads of people.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the way of the world. I'm out.
Done with them.
I'm out.
Give it up for Mike Cannon, Brooks, co-founder and co-CEO Atlassian, Cesar Cavallo, co-founder and CEO WellHub, Wednesday Cesares, you know, all these things that say hub and well, be suspicious.
It's all like ergonomic design. It all sounds like, what is the word that you're allowed to say for, you know...
Stuff that looks like stuff that you put where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, it all looks like sort of corporate sex toy. I don't like it.
No.
I knew this was going to happen for years.
Wednesday Cesares, founder and former CEO, Zappo Bank, founder Wanaco Games, Banco Lemon Wallet, Julian Castro, former secretary, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, Bob Cialdini, author, influence, Mayor Clifford, Prime Minister's advisor on AI opportunities. It's almost as if all this pushing AI on everyone is really dodgy, isn't it, Lottie?
I think it's just because it's what their mates are into, isn't it?
Caroline Cochran, co-founder. No, it's not, because it's been shown already that it stops people from thinking.
Yeah.
Matt Cobbler, former general part of Benchmark. Give it up. And that's the end of Pedophile's amazing dialogue society list. That might be the longest rap I've ever done in my career as an amazing hip-hop MC who only raps amazing music. Would you like to hear something, dear listeners, from the wonderful time we had at Camp Hill, up the top of Brookfastlee over the last few days, all ready for special Christmas. Look at that, the bell's going. So not special Christmas.
Christmas special.
A Christmas special for summer Christmas, which happens every year on the summer solstice now.
Yeah.
When it's summer Christmas, that's what we call it.
You get a long day.
You get a long day. Jesus gets a nice long birthday.
You know, and a lot of people find winter very difficult.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of baggage with the current iteration of Christmas.
You do not have to spend, you're not compelled to spend Christmas Day with your awful relatives. Summer Christmas is a new tradition, and you can do whatever the hell you like, because Summer Christmas acknowledges that we live on a big mysterious ball floating through a big mysterious space. Here's a little bit of backstage at Summer Christmas.
It might be like a palm. It might be like a palm tree or something, or
Yeah.
you gotta Father Christmas.
Father Christmas.
Sorry. Oh. No. We should move the screen.
Where?
That looks like a
Reindeer.
reindeer.
Snowman. Snowman.
Yeah. What I was trying, how does the snowman not melt on the beach?
I don't want to touch it.
I don't know.
Like that.
Amazing.
Can you see it now? Can you guys see?
Yeah.
So, and look, a lovely.
Ginger house.
Oh.
I like them.
Oh, reindeer.
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 What's on the sky? No.
And some reindeer
Real things.
bits.
No, they look like.
Beans.
I know what they look like.
Which you love.
What you stick on the tree.
On the Christmas
Ball, Christmas balls. Baubles.
Matthew.
Call them baubles.
Who's this?
Reindeer.
Well, that's a reindeer.
That's it.
What's that?
Right. What's a
What's
horse?
that?
It's a dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
Another dinosaur, because
The
that's
dinosaur.
Summer Christmas is so great that the
Dinosaur.
dinosaurs just want to turn up. That was a great dinosaur
Dinosaur.
impression.
Yeah. There you go.
And there's something in the water as well.
What's that in the water?
A fish.
Fish.
Fish or some kind of strange thing, and now a lovely family summer Christmas.
Oh, no
Not
Christmas.
really.
No.
Yeah.
It's a bit warm for that.
Oh, I know what you can find. You had them in for Christmas hats.
I've never seen a picture like that.
No.
Did you take it?
I stuck it together, so it is a picture of a family, and then I found other pictures of hats and put them on there,
So he's on the laptop.
colours them together. Yeah.
Where was that? The girl.
Yep.
No. This one. The girl there.
This one.
No, the small one. What's name?
What's her name? I don't know. You could choose her name.
No.
Sarah.
Sarah, and the boy must be Peter then.
But then the big one.
Yep.
Big girl.
But
That's her mum.
what's going on in the background there, though?
Don't know.
What's it called? Monkey?
Okay. Now, Martin.
No, it's not.
That's all.
It's Jesus
Judy.
running away from a Christmas dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Ah, running the dinosaur. Running, you know what that is? Run away from the dinosaur. It is. Look at this one. Come look at the picture.
Oh, and who's
It's
that?
the girl running away from the dinosaur.
That's a goose. Geese, is it?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Turkey.
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 A turkey. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Hats on chickens.
Oh, hats on chickens. I would love to see that.
Little hats.
If I could really get a turkey in a little pointy
That's
hat.
a dinosaur. It is. Dinosaur.
Some lovely presents.
Yeah.
What do you think might be in the presents?
Martin.
No, it's not.
Nothing.
Peter.
I mean, that would be a pretty funny Christmas present. Imagine you got someone loads of Christmas presents, and
Yeah,
then they
that's
opened them
right.
and it was just loads of empty boxes.
Or loads of different people.
In the boxes, yeah. Yeah, wonderful. So, that's our summer Christmas images. New for today. So, now, do you have Wi-Fi here? I'll put some wonderful music on while I find the video.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Tumble music. There you go. You're welcome. Mr. Tumble, Martin.
Tumble. Get your fat.
No.
Yeah.
Change it.
Oh, it went to a completely different website than the one I was trying to go on. La 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 la. Yeah. Summer Christmas. Yeah. Summer Christmas. Summer Christmas.
Yeah. Summer holiday.
Summer Christmas. Aha. Where are the UFOs?
I like your shiny shoes. You need to wear them later. I might try them
I
on.
have to find this amazing UFO. No, I think I'm going to fail to find this amazing UFO. So let's just imagine instead what would a UFO look like? Bright and sparkly.
Unidentified flying objects.
Yes. And have you ever seen anything strange in the sky? You ever seen a UFO? You have. You saw. No. But you saw a great big thing in Paynton. Yeah. Like a big building flying in the sky.
That thing in the corner that you played that in. That was in the music on the table in the Darlington. In the studio, with the people, I remember we sat there with a bit of them. You had that, and you turned the handle.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, we're gonna do that very shortly.
Martin, he might let you have a go at it.
Definitely.
And we can have a go with the red shoes.
Yeah.
Are they very small to wear?
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I don't know.
What size are they?
Like 7 or 8, I think.
Oh, they might not fit me then because I'm wide fitting.
Oh yeah, well me too, you as well.
Yeah,
So.
well, they might.
Whose are they anyway?
What's
underneath them? Are they metal?
It's chilies.
Yeah,
to
little
do
bits of metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like before, because let's do this in a minute, and then let's have a Christmas party.
And the old record player.
Yep, we can get that out too. We'll make loads of noise.
Music.
Yeah, Lion King.
Yep.
Lion King.
Yeah, we can play the Lion King.
I know the Lion.
Yeah, of course.
The Lion in the
Yeah.
Good man.
the Lion
Lion King.
I know.
But
In the jungle, the lion keeps the night. In the jungle.
So before we do that, let's just talk a little bit about alien languages.
Yeah.
Because I think all of us in here can imagine an alien language. I'm going to try and talk an imaginary alien language.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then anyone see if they can reply to me in any other alien language.
Yep.
Very true with that.
Yeah.
In the jungle, the lion sleeps the night. In the jungle. Humba da humba humba, humba humba. In the jungle, humba humba. Woo! In the jungle. In the jungle, the lion sleeps to die in the jungle.
Now, what about, have you heard of, because some people think that aliens would speak in click languages.
What's
lots
that?
of people in Africa speak in click languages. Well, yeah, click
Africa, in Africa. Have you seen the in South Africa, the World Cup football, and they sing it.
Yeah, is it happening now? The World
We had
Cup?
I had it on my TV, on my Netflix, and they play the song, and they all dance to the South Africa, and they play football in South Africa.
Yeah, so you were singing about this at Sound Art Radio. Yeah, oh, you're from South Africa.
Yeah, I've been brought. I come from South Africa. Where have you been brought up?
I was brought up in the northeast of England.
And
Lottie's from the Isle of Wight.
Oh.
Yeah, the little island, the strange little island.
Yeah, it really is a strange place from the Isle of Wight.
Yeah. So I thought we could try having a conversation in a click language like this.
Yeah. They click in South and they go. Yeah, they do it. They do that one. That's what they do. In South,
in South Africa,
they do it click. And they've got the clicking sound.
I love those. Is that Gabby? Good.
And
different languages are interesting.
In South Africa, they do the clicking sound. Liz.
Alice, if you notice something about me today.
If the aliens did come down,
Aliens?
if the aliens come down
Andor, yeah, Andor.
and to talk to you, what would you ask them? Is there anything you would like to ask the aliens, especially if they came down on summer Christmas?
Summer Christmas.
Summer Christmas. Yes. Would you have any questions you would like to ask the aliens if they've been all around space and seen everything in space?
Have you ever seen baby aliens? Like little tiny babies aliens. Have you seen them, Liz?
Baby aliens?
Yeah. Because
What, have you seen them?
I've seen them on telly once because they they moan like babies.
Yeah.
There are a lot of reports of like
Very small little aliens, yeah. Well, in South America, underneath the Nazca lines, they found the Nazca lines were these giant drawings.
The giant thing, the giant. Yeah.
And they only found them when we had the aeroplane.
That.
Yeah, but they found loads of mummies under there.
Loads of money, amazing.
Alien mummies.
How much?
Underneath, like 400 of them,
£1.
or something like that.
mummies.
No, alien mummies, like alien bodies, which are sort of sat like this, or
like that.
Yeah, so we got alien bodies and everything, and who knows? Maybe after all our calling, you'll have an alien party down here at Camp Hill tonight. You'll have to tell us if you do. I know my head is too large to fit any hat at all. So we've done lots of stuff there about alien language, and now I think for a while we should start to just play around with some sounds and some music to try and make some weird alien music. And to do this,
Come here, get some music, Nez. He said, we're going to get some music in.
oh well, in fact,
Oh, hey, you got the
His hat's gone again.
Part of his act.
Yeah, I thought so.
so before we do that, I brought you a little present that I wanted to show about language and
What is that?
so this is
is that thing?
We're going to look at, because we were talking about language, I thought I would give you just a little presentation about
It looks like a
Cat.
yodeling.
It looks like an alien.
No, that one.
Yes. Because, does everybody know what yodeling is? Because we've been looking at all of these weird ways of talking, click languages, and talking like this. And
Move it a bit more. Why don't you put your finger back?
here.
Probably here. Maybe more.
What else are you going to do now? Get his funny cup on.
I've got the wig on for this
How's
one.
that all like, Lee?
This is my presenting.
Oh, I was presenting. It looks a bit on
He
here.
looks like a clown.
So yodeling, right? We're gonna sing. When we sing, we go. But when we yodel, we go a bit more wild, and we go. And this, I just wanted to give you because you've all given so much of yourselves the last few days. I will give you a little bit of a story about the history of yodeling. So here.
Oh, that one.
This is a little family of foxes.
Look at that.
Who were doing a class.
Amazing.
About
That
yodeling.
looks amazing.
She goes, ever since the world began, one day
les judations de l'île, toutes les judations de l'île. The next one. What's the second one?
This is a caveman.
Oh, caveman, a caveman.
Because there is
In the cave.
There is perhaps the idea that the caveman, when he was sat in his cave, looked up at the stars, didn't know, well, we still don't really know anything about it. This caveman is sitting looking up at the stars and thinking about the gods and things, and he's yodeling at the sky. Yo, 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 yo.
In the cave, in the cave. What's that one? What's that
And then
one?
this is a little fox who is saying a quote from someone called Henry David Thoreau, which is, the echo is to some extent.
What's the echo look like?
Well, the echo, you know, when a sound like the echo in this room, the oh,
Hey, oh,
the
hey,
echo,
oh.
the echo
Look
is
at
to
that
some
one, Robert. It's
extent
an echo.
an original sound.
The echo.
The echo is an original sound, and therein is the magic and charm of it. It is not merely parts of what was worth repeating in the bell, but partly the voice of the wood. The same trivial words and notes sung by a wood nymph. Echo, echo, echo.
Echo, echo. And the next one, what's that one?
Then, this is the enchanter. Coming to enchant the world, to enchant reality with all the flowers. Ich bin Enchanter, who sprachen the flora and Nu-Pyth and how to. And here,
Look at this.
a
It
cowboy,
looks like a chanter.
yodels
Has arrived.
at his cow.
Who?
A cowboy yodels at his cow here, and here's the earth spinning between the cowboy and the cow.
What's that one?
This one, this is a cow. This is a
Oh,
cow. And that's the earth. And now, everyone in the world have been having a lovely time yodeling, walking about, yodeling on the mountains, yodeling in the woods. And then, in about the 14th century, the Catholic Church said, no! And the Pope was very angry about yodeling. And he said, Groschen, Sucking, and Yodel, Sting, and Yodel, Stinky, and the Pope didn't like it because they thought that people going, wasn't good. And they thought that people should just be going, like in the world of opera. They go,
and the red one was
and then, at that point in history, the church, which was really kind of the government at the time, said, let us forbid in our choirs bellowing, thundering, or sibilant voices, neighing, lowing, or bleating. For these practices smack more of vanity and folly than of religion. So the government didn't want people going, they wanted people going, so they sent the disenchanter out, who disenchanted everything and said, no, yodeling, no! And then the cow, unfortunately, they killed the magic cow,
and what's that
and all the
one?
people turned up to watch. But
But
the universe is still always magic and enchanted and wonderful, and the wild spirit of things like
and on the
yodeling.
right, and on the right,
And on the right
It's
is
the right.
the ending of our
in
story,
India.
which this is a true story.
True story.
That in the 1920s, there was a man who was the most famous man in England, and he was called.
No, like that.
His name. Oh yeah. What this one?
No, that's it.
Well, oh yeah, he looks like a knife thrower.
Knife thrower, that's right.
But he was the most famous man in England, and he was known as the yodeling cowboy. He was a famous yodeler, and there was a lady called Phizmiz+Lottie who was the first woman to swim the English Channel. And unfortunately, the clouds came in, and Mercedes got stuck in the clouds, in the mist, in the middle of the English Channel, in the middle of the sea. And what happened was the yodeling cowboy from Lancashire.
What's the thing that you're in trouble with?
Oh, nothing, but I'm just thinking about narrator. Well, I think since it's 25-2, I think it's time for a tap dance.
Oh, right.
And does anybody have any requests?
I can't really tap dance.
I had a question.
No, we're doing the 10.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did I say 25? Okay.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, I always do. I
don't
five
to
it
five.
comes out, sometimes it pulls
Well,
out.
they know you. It's alright, it's just that one. Tap, 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 tap. In the morning, tap.
We'll do a wonderful tap dance performance.
Are you going to no, I think you need somebody else to do
Well, have you had you're watching, I remember when you came down with the music on Christmas Day, and you had all you read all your slips out, I think and you're singing.
Yeah.
You're singing.
Yeah, it was the musical.
Musical.
The musical, the boy, the musical. And I was Andrew Lloyd Webber.
What did you say, the weather?
I was singing,
Alice, when you coming back?
I was being like an evil.
Evil. You write it out on the evil.
Yep.
Get the tappers on, ready for you.
The tappers on.
Tap, tap, tap.
Hey Robin, would you like to play some jazzy cymbal while Lottie tap dances?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this. Yeah.
Play that instead.
We're going to do an amazing tap dance show.
Oh, you did the name of the dancing,
What's the story?
The story is, it's summer Christmas. Everybody's saying, hooray!
Can she do the tapping?
Yeah, the aliens come and do the tap dancing.
Music.
Yeah! Give us some bit of it.
Look.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, go.
Very good.
well, in direct term then.
I'm trying to turn that off.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Very good.
Business. When he's busy, you see.
I'm very busy.
Business.
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 Busy.
Yep, that's it.
It's business.
Yep, business. Should we have a quick bust of the Lion King for Richard?
Yeah.
Hey Jen, it was lovely to see you.
We're finishing now.
Put the lights.
Yes.
Then he was sick there. Then he was touched the Lucy with a thing. Then it was on dancing.
Yes.
And that's open. Disco light is in this one. Oh, we have the business. I on supper. Jan 1-3 in the bingo. Yeah, the bigger tickets.
I've played bingo for a long time. It's a good disco room.
Yeah, we had all the numbers. It was all the numbers. We had another thing on the computer. Bingo. We had a bigger night.
Hey, lovely bingo.
We had the bingo last night. I won something. Yeah, I want to stop the pool. Something to drop in pool. Yeah, I want something.
I know what that is. Yes,
Can I just say thank you?
Turn it back to Maryville.
Wow.
In that wooden house, parts of men from the woodwork, he hasn't got the prints. Karen brings up the thing, but they buy the prints. They collect the money, and then what they do? They buy all the cut stuff.
That sounds really good.
I'll take you.
What am I doing?
We had a bingo and a film. Then we play Skittles.
You do the episode the other day? Yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh, this book that
very good.
That's the history of your
It's not doing my bit wrong.
Oh, yeah,
No, that's the singing, mate.
Oh, this is a good book.
Lottie.
Oh yeah, it would be nice to do that.
That's the song of Ergo.
I'm going to church on Sunday morning in Abbey.
Oh, you're going to the church?
Yeah.
It's okay if you can miss it on the radio. You can listen to it afterwards anyway.
What's this?
That's the record player that I forgot to use.
Sounds good. Sounds like classical.
You can speed it up and slow it down. Yeah.
And then I could something.
Yeah, Lottie and me will come.
What happened to Alice and Lottie and you around?
Yeah, oh yeah, that would be great.
And you remember my name, Lottie? Remember we bought a rucksack today?
Yeah. Thank goodness Alice has a car because neither of us can drive.
See you then.
Yeah, see you, darling.
It's on this church on Sunday in Abbey and Mr. Radio.
Oh well, it's going to play again. It's on, but also we'll send it to people here so you can. You will definitely hear it.
Right, but if it's no church on Sunday, I'll come from radio.
Yeah.
If it's church on Sunday, I'll go to church in Abbey.
But yeah. Let's imagine the sound. Well, first of all, has anyone here ever seen a UFO?
I've seen
Have you seen a UFO? Has anyone ever seen anything weird in the sky?
Yeah.
And you have?
Yeah.
Was it? When did you see that? Was it? What did you see?
What?
What did you see in the sky?
Oh, look like a big building like that.
Right.
Big building.
It looked like a big building in the
Yeah.
sky. Wow.
Right in Pitton, cars like a train.
Right.
Worm like that at time.
So it was like a big building, and it was going like this.
Yeah, in Pitton.
Wow.
Pitton.
Wow.
So it goes that way, but.
Wow. Well, do you know this thing now that, well, in fact, we'll talk about it again a little bit later. This thing now that UFOs, all of the governments are now saying, yeah, okay, UFOs are real, aliens are real, and all that. Which I think is really exciting, isn't it? And aliens are definitely going to be cleverer than most of the humans, I think. Except the people like us in here, we're all the smart dudes, right? So if the aliens come down, they're going to want to have a good time. Yeah. They're going to want to have a party, and so summer Christmas would be the perfect thing for the aliens to come down. So I thought that we could start by imagining that we are going to make the sound of the UFOs coming down. This is one bed. That is one call. Here is another.
Thank you.
You're almost welcome. See. Now we are recording. Oh, I'll get one of these big ones. So
I've got something to play with in your head. I'll tell you the lady, she went to the biggest whole building. She come to this place and she had a tall building.
what?
Tall building.
We're having a great time. We're about to play some bells. That's a bottle.
Gee, what have you got here? What's your letter? Peter, what's your name? My G, what's your
A, B.
AB? What you got?
We dance to the music.
So, you can if you want to. We're certainly going to have a dance later on as well.
There's other people doing, so I won't.
So what we've been,
Yes?
yes,
Do work.
it don't work.
It will work. It will work.
Oh, there it is. Cool. So what we've been doing is, we're having a summer Christmas time, and
I know what you're going to do. Wait and ships. On Christmas Day. Wait and ships.
yes,
That's what it was.
yep. So this is going to bring in. This is going to help bring down the aliens. But the weird thing is, if you concentrate really hard, now we know that aliens are real. It really might bring them down. So I think what we should do is we should just try, because I've set it up so this is one. No, wait a minute. That's one chord. This is another chord, and these are a bit random. So if we just go around, let me see. Let's try just. Going round in a circle first, shall we? So, after the person next to you has dinged, rang their bell. After the person next to you has rang their bell, and then ring your bell, and we'll just keep going round in a circle. So. And as you're doing it as well, play with moving the bell around to see how different it sounds as you're moving it. Do you know what? I actually think we should go outside and do this in front of the sky. Shall we go? Let's go and see if we can call some aliens outside, shall we?
Which way shall we go?
What's the easiest way? This way, I suppose?
Where are we going with
I
it?
guess we could just go here, could we?
Not far.
Yeah, let's just go here.
It's a bit echoey.
Look!
What?
Oh dear!
I think it's okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
A bit dangerous, that one.
Do you want me to get you another one?
Yes, please. You sure? Thank you. That one's resistant John, David.
Oh, the
What's on there?
It broke.
I know that is it.
One of the jumps.
It was like it. Can we have a go with yours?
You better go with that one.
Okay, let's all stand up here, and
That one's very
in our radio play, we're trying to call the aliens, but in real life, let's try and call them too. Huh?
Yeah.
So let's all
never
concentrate
know.
very hard, and again, let's just go around in a circle and start dinging, and let's see if we can call the aliens. And then tonight, when it gets dark, have a look at the sky and see if anything turns up.
It might happen. It's a big universe
It
full
might
of
happen.
full of possibility.
It might happen.
Okay, so we'll go in a circle. Who would like to be the first ding? I brought you a little present that I wanted to show about language and
What is that?
so this is
is that thing?
We're going to look at, because we were talking about language, I thought I would give you just a little presentation about
It looks like
Cat.
the early.
It looks like an alien.
No, that one.
Yes.
Cat.
Because, does everybody know what yodeling is? Because we've been looking at all of these weird ways of talking, click languages, and talking like this. And do it here.
Probably here.
Maybe more.
Now,
What is he going to do now? Get his money back on?
I'll put the lid on for this
How's
one.
that all actually?
This is my presenting.
Oh, I was
Presenting.
it looks a bit on
He
here.
looks like a clown.
So yodeling, right? When we sing, we go. But when we yodel, we go a bit more wild, and we go. And this, I just wanted to give you because you've all given so much of yourselves the last few days. I will give you a little bit of a story about the history of yodeling. So here.
Oh, that one.
This is a little family of foxes.
Look at that.
Who were doing a class.
Amazing.
About
That
yodeling.
looks amazing.
She goes, ever since the world began,
One day, Judas yodeling.
toutes les Judas yodeling.
The next one. What's the second one?
This is a caveman.
Oh, caveman.
Because there is
In the cave.
perhaps the idea that the caveman, when he was sat in his cave, looked up at the stars, didn't know, well, we still don't really know anything about it. This caveman is sitting looking up at the stars and thinking about the gods and things, and he's yodeling at the sky. Yo, 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 yo.
In the cave. What's that one?
And then this is a little fox who is saying a quote from someone called Henry David Thoreau, which is, the echo is to some extent.
What's the echo look like?
Well, the echo, you know, when a sound bound like the echo in this room, the
hey, oh,
the
hey,
echo,
oh.
the echo
Look
is
at
to
that
some
one, Robert. It's
extent
an echo.
an original sound.
The echo.
The echo is an original sound, and therein is the magic and charm of it. It is not merely parts of what was worth repeating in the bell, but partly the voice of the wood, the same trivial words and notes sung by the wood nymph. Echo, echo, echo.
Echo, echo. And the next one, what's that one?
Then, this is the enchanter, coming to enchant the world, to enchant reality with all the flowers. Ich bin enchanter, who sprach in the flora and Nu-Pyth and how to do. And here,
Look at this.
a
It
cowboy,
looks like a chanter.
yodels
Look at him.
Mouse is alive.
at his cow.
Who?
A cowboy yodels at his cow here, and here's the earth spinning between the cowboy and the cow.
What's that one?
This one, this is a cow. This is a
Cow.
cowboy.
Oh.
And that's the
Look at
earth.
the cow. Peter.
And now, Everyone in the world had been having a lovely time, yodeling, walking about, yodeling on the mountains, yodeling in the woods. And then, in about the 14th century, the Catholic Church said, no! And the Pope was very angry about yodeling. And he said, Groschen, sing and yodel, sing and yodel, speaking off. And the Pope didn't like it because they thought that people going, wasn't good. And they thought that people should just be going, like in the world of opera. They go,
and the red one on the
and
side.
then, at that point in history, the church, which was really kind of the government at the time, said, let us forbid in our choirs babbling, thundering, or singing voices, neighing, lowing, or bleating, for these practices smack more of vanity and folly of religion. So the government didn't want people going, they wanted people going, so they sent the disenchanter out, who disenchanted everything and said, no yodeling, no! And then the cow, unfortunately, they killed the magic cow,
And what's that
and all the
one?
people turned up to watch. But the universe is still always magic and enchanted and wonderful, and the wild spirit of things like yodeling.
And on the right,
And on the right is the ending of our story.
In India.
Which this is a true story.
True story.
That in the 1920s, there was a man who was the most famous man in England, and he was called.
No, like that.
His name. Oh yeah. What this one?
No, nothing.
Well, oh yeah, he looks like a knife thrower.
Knife thrower, that's right.
But he was the most famous man in England, and he was known as the yodeling cowboy. He was a famous yodeler, and there was a lady called Phizmiz+Lottie who was the first woman to swim the English Channel. And unfortunately, the clouds came in, and Mercedes got stuck in the clouds and the mist in the middle of the English Channel, in the middle of the sea. And what happened was the yodeling cowboy from Lancashire, who you really look like right now, the yodeling cowboy from Lancashire just happened to be there, and he yodeled Phizmiz+Lottie back to shore through the mist. And that is the history of yodeling. Which I hope
It was a good book.
It was a good book.
So tune in to Sound Art Radio, 9:30 a.m. on Summer Christmas, and repeated at 4:30 p.m. on Summer Christmas. That is our amazing musical Summer Christmas, created through Sound Art Radio with the guys and that you've been listening to at Park Dean. Camp Hill. Not Park Dean, Camp Hill. And yeah, tune in. See you on Summer Christmas.